Jude Mitchell, William Davis, Agatha Rodriguez. Linda Quintana, Orlando Cisneros, Bill Martinez, Lawrence Lucero, Sue Ellen Jones, Jennifer Erickson, Shirley Sheedy, Burley Gonzalez, Kathy Humphrey, Cheryl Leaf, Jeannie Grable, Jennifer Kimball, John Vanna, Charles Lockhart, Ed Hockett, Kevin Martinez, Tom Bach, Michelle Phillips, Stacy Palmer, April Bueno, Evelyn Ferraro, Victoria San Stephen, Lynette Simpson, Ed Bell, Regina Morelli, Ron Martin, Dorothy Salzano, Sandy Davis, Carrie Douglas, Ruth Feynman, Tanya Gatlin, Jeff Roybal, Denali Pavla, Michelle Grande, Priscilla Bueno, Bill Martin, Rita Panini, Chad Sanchez, Larry Bueno, Jennifer Mason, Karen, I don't know how to say her last name, Lori Colosso, Lori Papadopoulos, Josh Hernandez, Sherry Holder, Penny Bueno, Mike Sorrentino, Gladys Lazo, Lydia Velarde, Deanna Martinez, Esther Martinez, Kathleen Roth, Elizabeth Mayer, Leanne Reiser, Marie Holdershaw, Deanne Philbin, Margaret Conquest, Mary Jo, Vicki Reese, Ava, Mattel, Jenny Swanson, Bernie Arzola, Matt Zuniga, and Tara Palmer. These are the 65 teachers, 65 teachers, bus drivers, coaches, paras, cooks, and principals that have left the building since he, that evil man, have come to this town. For all of us. It's time for us to stand up and be Trinidad School District number 1, the school it was, not Babel. The school it was in the community. Is there anybody else that has a couple minutes they want to share with us about their story?
I will.
Okay.
Randy was the worst quarterback I had. He won one game there. I was just standing back and there was a gentleman in a white shirt. I have to remember, 11 years ago today I retired. I walked out to go to Park Street and they closed it. Hell of a record, isn't it? But I read the newspaper. I haven't been to the school functions. I went to Fisher's Peak one time since I retired to give them some stuff they could use in their office. But I read things in the paper and I become very sad because we're losing our school district. I think this is last nail in the coffin, we have to figure a way to pull that nail out and pull some more nails out. Way back years ago, when I was a young teacher, our salaries weren't very good, and we protested, we picketed, and I had to take the brunt. My wife couldn't get hired as a teacher. But we hung in there. So now I can ask the parents, and the students to think about something. If you leave the district and go to another district, if you leave the district and go to home school, you're just showing them that you have been defeated. Don't let them defeat you. If your friends have left, now your friends come back. Let's get Trinidad strong again. Huh? 290. Get them back, guys. Go recruit. Don't run away. I was back there, and I'm going to talk about the education now, not just athletics. And there's a lady standing by me. By the way, you have an age. That's my wife. You have an age, honey. It's the other lady there, too. And I said, you look from the younger. And on her shirt, I think this might be a model for us to go by to inspire. And I said, you look familiar. He said, yes, Mr. Simpleman. You had my children. We came from Mexico. And I remember that. I said, how are the children? They're fine. My son is getting his master's at Michigan State. Michigan University. He just graduated from Notre Dame. My other daughter is a junior at Notre Dame. We do not brag about our children enough. Brag about it. Now, how are we going to get this school district back? I can't volunteer to help much. With a health problem. I went to the club this morning at 5:30. I was so damn mad. Now I thought I was going to go up again. You know what I mean? But we have to figure out how. And Mr. Daskell, George said something very important. Be professional. Because what this board, what these street board members do, and what the superintendent do, they look for an excuse to call the police or hit the newspaper. So don't threaten anybody. Write your letter as a professional. Be a professional. But kids, get your friends back. It's not a perfect world. I'm going to close by saying this. I retired 11 years ago. It was almost 12 because I got upset one day in the superintendent's office because it was my last year to retire. And they were going to take away one of my extra jobs that I got paid peanuts for. So I said, that's it, I retire. Hell, before I knew it, they ordered the bell. 24 hours. I called them and I said, I'm not retiring. And I stayed at my one more year that I wanted to. Come back, get your friends back. Please do not leave. Let's get in there and let's get it. Thank you.
What do you say, minors? Are we inspired? Yeah.
I found myself in a position where I had a hard time learning from subs that had no background in the subject they're babysitting this thing. And I was like, come on, seriously? But then when they did come back, they were put in a situation where we had to get finals done, and we had to cover big subjects in a very little amount of time. And I felt that was wrong with the school board too, and stuff like that. As you can tell, I'm pretty nervous right now. And what I like to say here is that the way my coaches coach me is they gave me a drive to walk home, and I'll never leave this school because I'm proud of Trinidad my time.
Most of you there know me. I've been down my whole life. I went to high school in Trinidad. My kids went to school here, my grandkids went to here. The biggest problem I got right now is these people are wanting to inherit the Trinidad. They're making a mockery out of my school system. He touched me, okay? I don't know what to do about this situation. I'm not a politician. I'm a welder, a mechanic. I learned my stuff from high school. From day one, I've been in Trinidad. We moved here from Anchorage when I was 2 years old. Now I have 5 kids. I went to school with them. I've got my second wife living now. I've got my stepdaughters. My oldest stepdaughter is graduate from Alcoa State. She wants to be a teacher now. That looks like I have just a waste of time. I've got my youngest stepdaughter here. She's a sophomore in high school. She's in special ed. And the way I understand it is that now they're schooling that program. Okay, I'm not a politician. I'm not one of these weirdo people who go around this and that, and stuff. I'm a straightforward guy. You can ask me for fun. That's the gentleman. I take care of business. We need to find some way of taking our school back and not be around the bush with this guy. He's already destroyed too many school districts. He's hurt too many people, and now he's doing with my kids. I don't like it. Not get upset. I read the paper last night on the couch, and I had to go outside. Because I was getting regional steam. One thing in this world you never touch. Why would it be my kids? We can take care of this if we have to.
And I was a Catholic schoolgirl. I was a tiger. But it did not take long for me to become a minor. And I will continue to be a minor. I no longer have a job. I was actually fired as a coach. And when I went to my meeting, Dr. Rodriguez fired me from the wrong position. That's how much he knew who I was. He, in error, fired me from the wrong position. And I had to laugh because my layoff letter was tucked into my mailbox at school. And I think that was a cowardly thing to do. Now, I'm an adult, and I can move on. I can find a new job. I have skills. And so I'm not worried about myself. I worked most recently in the ISS classroom, and I work with a population of students who need help. They're there because they get into trouble, and I worked hard for those kids. And I also intertwined with gen ed kids because I did library and math testing and so many other things. I worked hard for those kids. And right now I want to say thank you because I've had such a show of support from students, parents, community members who have told me, I'm so sorry about what you're going through. Now I will be okay. But these kids, they need us. They need us to stand strong and stand together and to behave. To behave in a manner that shows we are better than what we used to. As I walked out from my meeting at the administration building, I was laughing just at the fact that he tried to do the wrong job and just at the audacity that he has. And I walked out laughing, and there was a photographer there, and apparently I made the front page. My mom called me up and she says, "Can you not behave?" Well, I'm sorry, Mom. I can't stop my fight, and I will join you all in this fight. Call on me, I will help you. I love these kids, and they need positive people, and every person that has been let go is one of those positive people that kids can come to and say, "Coach, I need some help. Miss Moses, Miss whoever, I need some help me." And we do it. And we don't do it for applause. We do it because any school district is not the building that those kids sit in all day. The school district is the kids. So we need to stand strong for our kids.
Hi everybody, I'm Keely Zeta. I just graduated on Sunday, and I just wanted to get up here and say that you guys need to fight with all that you have, because you guys are mighty miners. The logo of the mighty miner, he wanted to get rid of it because of how aggressive it was. Well, let's show him how aggressive the school district is, because you guys need to fight. I have gone to GSD1 school since I was just a wee little one, and I grew up in this district, and every single teacher and coach and band director and principal that I ever had helped me and helped every student in this school district. So you need to make sure that you fight for them. And for all the ones that left, make sure that your voice is loud enough to be heard for all of them. Thank you.
My name is Jared Rosario, and I'm actually an alumni from the class of 91. I haven't lived here for almost 20 years, but I grew up the street from Mr. Rosario, and my brother and I are both graduates of Trinidad High School. I live 500 miles away in Arizona, and when I found out this was going on, I thought, you know what, I'm a third generation coal miner's daughter. And that minor out of Trinidad High School, it means something more than just that sign. It means that we're a community. We always have been a community. We're strong, and we're always going to be mighty miners, no matter how far away we are. So I just want you to know that we're going to stand behind you. We're going to give you the support that you need. And if you need us to come yell in your corner, we'll be more than happy to do it. Thanks, guys.
I'm Jason Gomez. Many of you heard me on the radio screaming behind radio announcers. And many of you hear my voice, and I don't even need this mic. Because I'm missed. Okay? The only way we're going to make a difference, every single person in here needs to write an email to the State Board of Education. Every single day until we get a response. I started yesterday. I won't stop until I get a response. I drive 120 miles one way to work. So my daughter can be a Trinidad minor. 240 miles a day I drive. So she could be a Trinidad minor. Her and my son, the last two I have to graduate from school, they will graduate as Trinidad minors. This isn't our kids' fight anymore. It's our community's fight. We need to stand up behind our kids at every rally that they're at. A parent needs to be with them. So that this board sees that it's not just a group of kids that are making noise, it's a community that's going to make noise. And we're going to get them out. Every single person in here tonight, go home, get online, go on MPEG, find the State Board of Education, and write them an email. And blow up their email and tell them they don't know what to do. So that they have so many emails that they have to come up and see what's going on. Because what's going on isn't right. You know what? I want to thank each of these coaches, every one of them, for helping raise my kids. These coaches have formed my children's personalities. And for that, I'm thankful.
After Dr. Rodriguez first came to Trinidad School District number 1, we all knew that we had trouble coming ahead for us. But when I first stepped into the halls at Trinidad High School, I thought that we were going to have many opportunities for us, and it wasn't going to be like middle school. After I started going to school on a regular basis, I saw that more and more problems were coming to the students, and there was nothing that we could do, is what we were told. No matter what we did, nothing was going to work. Walkouts, complaining, our opinions didn't matter. When I went going during spring break and I came back and there were nothing but substitutes, I didn't know whether it was going to be impossible to catch up on all my work. I had one semester to catch up on with nothing but subs. And I couldn't sit around and act like someone was going to do the work for me. I had to stand up and do it for myself. And now I don't know whether or not I want to be a Trinidad minor anymore after all the problems us students are facing. Most of my fellow classmates all do sports, and taking the coaches away isn't fair to them, especially because they're just not coaches, they're teachers and leaders. So I think we all need to do something as a community and show that we want to all graduate as minors and that our opinions do matter.
Right, well, I'm really nervous here. I've never done one of these, but my name is Justin Guzzo. I'm an upcoming 8th grader at the Trinidad Middle School. What I'm here to show you is like my opinion on like the school district. Like, yeah, I'm really nervous. First of all, like ever since Rodriguez came into our school district, we've heard so much rumors about him and how bad
I finally have to get up. My children both started at Eckhart. They had a wonderful foundation, thanks to Mrs. Malone, who was their kindergarten teacher, and Mrs. Holder, who was their first grade teacher, along with the entire staff. Mr. Dasco, Mrs. Holder, you can remember, ironically, during Countess's first grade year, we had someone there by the name of Rodriguez, a different Rodriguez, and I became extremely active in things that were going on. It was separating our staff, it was deteriorating Eckhart, and my sister and I, we stood strong and said, this isn't going to happen here. Took me the whole year to get to you, Mr. Daskill. And if you can remember, I told you, they can shut the door, they can close the windows, they can nail them, but until I die, I'm here for Trinidad School District 1. And I'm still here. The positive side to this is it's brought us as a staff together as a district, not as individual buildings. The next positive thing I see is all of you here. We tried 2 years ago to get your attention. We got your attention. We need to keep your attention. You need to move forward from here. I have a daughter that graduated. I have a son that needs to get graduated as a minor. My parents moved me here in the middle of my senior year. I came from California from a big school. When I moved here, I was nervous about coming to a little tiny school. But you all welcomed me as family. You are all family. I see a lot of you I graduated with. I thank you. I come from a tradition of minors. I think that's why God moved me here, to keep that tradition going. So please help us keep the tradition for many families. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Candace. I just graduated Sunday from here, and it hurts me to see all these wonderful teachers speaking. I had a reading problem. I didn't read very well. And without all these wonderful teachers I've had over the past years, I would not have got as far as I got. I would not have got out of all the scholarships I have got. All these coaches helped me. Whatever I needed help with, they would help me. And it just hurts me to see them all leave.
Hi, I'm Jason Guada, and well, when I came here my 7th grade year, I became a part of this friendly community, and I played football for Mr. Randolph over there, and he taught me really well my 8th grade year. And then coming into my freshman year, playing football for Mr. Regato, I noticed that I wasn't more than just a football player. I was family in this community. And then when I moved away and just came back just recently, I saw that my home was hurt. My turf was taken from me. And now that I see things so clearly, that I just noticed that a few days ago on Facebook, that I stumbled across this drawing that somebody drew. It was Dr. Rodriguez holding the pickaxe, knocking out the T, Trinidad miners, mighty miner T. And you also see the students in Seattle holding up the T. Well, that T really represents us. And, you knock us down, we're going to come back harder. So, Mr. Rodriguez, or Dr. Rodriguez, has knocked us down. And just like our mighty miner football players, all of us, this Trinidad community is going to come back and hit you hard.
Good evening, everybody.
have been standing behind this mission to rid our community and our district of this man shortly after he came here. And to see this outcry support, you cannot imagine how much it means to me. I was one of the coaches that was released from my duties at the latter part of this week, and I would begin my 10th year as the Trinidad High School cheer coach. I see some former cheerleaders in the audience, current cheerleaders, and it breaks my heart not to be a part of what I've tried to instill in my members for the past 10 years. I am about loyalty, I am about tradition, and I too bleed minor blue like everybody else in this room. I mainly want to say that my mother, Karen Montera, served on the board for 2 terms and was the only board member who did not vote to bring this man to our town. As it stands now, my father and Jack Vallejo are the only 2 board members who have the best interest of our students as their #1 mission as board members. I want to thank them for what they've done, what they are trying to do, and I'm in it for the long haul, and we will celebrate when this cancer is gone from our community. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Susan Gonzalez-Shaw. I have 3 girls in this community. We've only been here going on to 8 years. When we first got here, oh my God, I didn't know what we were getting into. Came from the city to a small town. But I can honestly tell you that this community here, the teachers, the faculty, the staff, everybody, has been amazing. My oldest daughter, when she got here, was very angry. She really didn't want to be here. She came from the city. Trinidad was not where she wanted to be. Thanks to Miss Mason, the high school teachers, everybody in the high school, even the janitors, spent time with my daughter, had faith in my daughter, showed her that they had faith in her when she didn't have it herself. Not once did my daughter ever feel in the high school that she wasn't somebody special. She was not a jock. She wasn't, she didn't have any artistic things. She was just a rebellious high school student and definitely challenged her teachers. I apologize for that, guys. But I do want to say, I am pretty new to the community, I think. And I think this is an amazing community. And I think Dr. Rodriguez is definitely a very, very bad virus here. We need to get rid of him. We've had a wonderful group of people working very hard to push to get rid of him. These women and men have really put a lot of time in. They've taken from their families. They've taken from their own personal time to put in to make a difference for the continuous family that we have here. I don't know how to quite explain that. But I just want you all to know, I want to thank everybody. Miss Mason, the whole high school, for everything that they did for my daughter at the middle school and for everybody else. Thank you, and I'm 100% for our teachers and our administration
and our staff. And more than anything else, I want to make it real clear. November's coming. And once November gets here, those 3 are gone. And we will have control of our home again.
We're going to allow the people that are standing to talk, and then we're going to go ahead and finish up with the closing. So everybody that's up here is going to talk, and then we're going to do a closing.
Good evening. My name is Evelyn Melistini. I am a graduate from Trinidad High School from 1987. And like so many of us when we're young, I couldn't wait to get out of Trinidad. I thought there was so much out there. I had to go. I lived throughout Colorado. And then I had kids. And I could not wait to get back to Trinidad. I did not think of any place else I would want my children to go to school. I have 2 boys, and they play football and they're wrestlers. However, with these boys, I have several boys at my house all the time. And I may just have given birth to 2 boys, but all of the boys that are on their teams, I love each and every one of them. They are my boys. That's my team. When they first started playing football, I had to go and take pictures of everything. And they're like, Mom, please, don't go. And of course I went anyway. I have pictures of their practice from 6th grade. Kyle graduated last year, and Cody's still a junior. I have pictures of practice, of games, of all these players throughout the years. And I just hate to see this district fall apart, and it's just heartbreaking for the students and for all of us. And I would like to thank the coaches